Aaron, so how did you get jacked up?
I was born with Spina Bifida.
So you were born jacked up.
Pretty much.
What is Spina Bifida?
Spina Bifida is something to do with your spine and at birth, and that's pretty much all I know.
Kind of had a feeling that you were going to say something like that. So I actually pulled it out of the dictionary and got the actual scientific, the medical terminology of it. Spina bifida is a congenital neural tube defect in which part of the meninges or spinal cord protrudes through the spinal column, often resulting in neurological impairment. So that's how you got jacked up, man.
I didn't even understand anything you just said. Well, I think I noticed pretty much from the beginning that I was jacked up, because just not being able to walk or whatever. But at first, I could walk a little bit without crutches or a wheelchair, but then I started using crutches more, and then eventually I couldn't even use the crutches. I had to use a wheelchair,
So you were born with spina bifida, but you've done some amazing things with your life, with your chair. Tell us a little bit about hardcore sitting and how you got into that.
Hardcore sitting is a term I created for extreme wheelchairing because there's no skateboard anywhere around here. It's just a chair, When I was 8, and I would just go to the skate park and watch my older brother, who did BMX at the time. And then one day he was like, "You should try doing it in your wheelchair, dude." Then they got me to the top of a ramp and pretty much just pushed me off, Just kept falling onto my hands, Then when I finally landed it, I was just hooked right then and there. I was just like, this is fun,
Seeing, extreme athletes, seeing the X Games, seeing, guys like Bucky Lasek and Shaun White and Tony Hawk and, Travis Pastrana. Which of the guys, was it skateboarding guys, was it BMX guys? I mean, who are your heroes? Who are the guys that inspired you to kind of push the limits and do what you do?
My best BMX hero, I'd have to say, would be Jamie Bestwick, just because he's so good at what he does, and meeting him at X Games for X Games 14 was just, it was a great honor. It's a big dream come true going to X Games.
Who builds your chairs for you? I mean, do you build them yourself, or you have a company that does it for you?
Colors Wheelchairs right now is building them for me. They've been real cool, with being open to my ideas and helping design this chair, and just all the sponsors that have helped, giving me their parts to put on it to make it stronger is just awesome. Just all custom.
Now, I hear you've been kind of doing some welding and some tube bending and stuff on your own. You got dreams of, making your own wheelchairs?
In the future, I'd plan to make my own chairs, Make chairs, affordable, but they hold up, and so everyone could be able to hardcore sit.
Since you started hardcore sitting, what are some of the things that you've actually accomplished doing your sport?
First started off just doing, whatever, just small stuff, and then I was able to do a 180 in the air. And to me, that was pretty cool. But then after I got bored with that, I was able to accomplish a backflip in a wheelchair, and that was sick. And then after that got boring, I do the hand plant, so I'm just progressively doing more bigger things.
Now, you were the first to ever do a backflip in a chair.
Yeah, I got the plaque at home in my front room.
What's kind of at the top of Aaron Fotheringham's to-do list?
Within that time, I'd like to definitely come out with my first hardcore sitting chair, maybe just a design or a prototype or something. It'd be nice to have a category in X Games for hardcore sitting,
You've been talking a lot about the mega ramp. I mean, is that something that you'd try and to shoot that gap sometime?
Yeah, definitely. When I get the chance to get on that mega ramp, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not even gonna hesitate because, right there, that's a dream, being at the top of that. So I'm gonna take advantage of that.
It's an honor to meet you too. I've watched your stuff on YouTube literally for years. I said someday me and that kid are gonna get together.
Yeah, dude. Hop in, right?
Kenny and I are gonna get out there and we're gonna try and do a few tricks like what you've done. I mean, how do you think it's going to be for us guys that don't hardcore sit? I mean, it's probably going to be pretty comical.
Well, as long as you're wearing a helmet.
You don't think I'm going to jack myself up worse than I already am?
No, no. If anything, I'm worried about those rims, those Y360s, dude. I don't know if those are heavy. You're gonna get so much speed dropping in, dude.
Ready?
That's
Gradually go out of it. I like the way you worded that.
I'll let you go, Aaron. Man, I'm scared.
Woo! Yeah!
Holy cow, dude, that scared the out of me, dude. That scared the crap out of me. Edit that one in. 2, 3.
I think it's amazing what you guys do. I definitely sympathize for you that you have this disability and you're stuck in a wheelchair. And to me, I think it's any racers or riders or any athlete's worst nightmare. At this point, I say I'd rather die than be stuck in a wheelchair.
Boy, lazy boy on wheels.
You guys, it's just part of life, and you make do with it. And like you said, Aaron is doing some cool things with it, and he's making it work for him. So I admire the inspiration that you guys have and just the cheerfulness and whatever. It's cool.
Aaron Fotheringham, at the age of 14, pulled off the first ever wheelchair backflip and now holds the Guinness Book of World Record title. It's people like Aaron that set the standard for the rest of us. Stick around. What is 15 pounds of steel, 17 plywood planks, a long strap, and a finely tuned dirt bike have in common? Find out when we come back.